You know, when they said that grapevines like to be neglected a little bit, I really don't think this is what they meant. These grapes need a total overhaul. Let's talk about it. So this is the second year for these Tempranillo grapevines. I have 5 of them and they run along my fence. And this year we're running into 2 very big problems. So the first issue is this kind of bleaching of the leaves. This is very indicative of whiteflies because the whiteflies will actually just land on the leaves and completely suck all of the juice out of them. Also, if you want to test the theory of whiteflies, all you have to do is move the vines around and you can see them fly all over the place. I had been able to control the whiteflies for the majority of the season with ladybugs. I'm trying to focus on beneficial insects, but the ladybugs have since moved on and I haven't seen them for a while. So we're going to break out the big guns, which is insecticidal soap. It is an organic spray that you spray at dawn, dusk, or on an overcast day so you don't burn your plants. Now, it's not going to save any of those terrible looking leaves, but it will save the new growth. The second biggest issue we faced this year was black rot. If you all remember this clip.
My grapevines are finally producing grapes and turning them into raisins.
Black rot is actually a fungal disease that will kind of mummify the grapes, which is why I thought my grapes were turning into raisins. Turns out it's just a fungal disease. So while we can't save this year's harvest, we can prevent it from happening next year, and that starts with trimming off any of the diseased fruit, which is going to look something like this. And make sure this doesn't make its way into your compost. This needs to go directly in the trash. There's another one. So this may look like a healthy small bunch of little baby grapes, but when you look really on the inside, you can start to see the black rot and the mummification happening on the inside. So he's got to go too. The thing that we can do to prevent black rot for next year so that I can finally have a What Brooke Grows vintage in 2026 is we can go ahead and spray copper fungicide in the late winter, early spring when the buds are starting to swell and these vines are about to come back to life. The other thing we can do is make sure we give these vines a really good healthy pruning. And also just general plant health. So making sure that your amending is needed, making sure the plants are nice and healthy and happy is really the best strategy to preventing any kind of disease.